Welcome, brother and sister, to this video. I invite you to take a deep breath with me and allow yourself to relax into the journey of truth that I share with you right now. Because a couple days ago, I encountered a truth for myself. It appeared, and we can meet truth on greater and greater levels in our own journey according to our consciousness and our willingness to open up to it and let it change us from the inside. So there is no end to truth. And I gave it 10 levels because I think we can meet truth at certain levels. But this is also to guide you a little bit to stay on track here with every door that was shown to me by this truth. And it all started with level number 1. A couple days ago, I was in the bathroom and I was just, I don't know, refreshing myself in any way, shape, or form. And all of a sudden, the sentence appeared in my mind that said, "The now carries what's next." Feel into that for a moment. The now carries what's next. It felt really profound for me, and it was really, I received something, and I felt that there's something to explore for me. This was level 1, the appearance of truth in a very clear way, and I thought I understand it. And I understood it on a certain level at this time, but I wasn't really ready for how it would change me from the inside out. So this led to level number 2, which is the change in my creative understanding. I mean by that once we get beyond time as a creator, when we leave time behind us and we realize that time is subject to our creation and not we ourselves or our creation is subject to time, then we realize we can create as much time as we want for whatever we want to do and need to do at the moment. So once we get beyond time, rhythm appears. Everything will appear at its perfect timing, orchestrated by life. And for my business, for Evolution Lounge, I began to understand that in this now moment, I am multidimensional, and right now everything is being orchestrated by life, which is necessary for my business because everything happens now. So I began to embody a trust in whatever inspiration I receive next to do, even if my ego structure or physical mind want to do something else, which seemed to be more important. It was about what is next in your personal rhythm. Get beyond time and begin to listen to your rhythm. That led to level number 3, because with Evolution Lounge, it is all about truth. And I love to gather with you on Skool to sit in truth. I thought I have to share this. I have to share this. This is so great. This will pick up so many of you on so many different levels, but I knew it wasn't ready. I called level 3 the ripening phase because it doesn't want it to be shared yet. It first wanted to change me from the inside out before I literally express it, what I do right now in this form, because now it is ready. So it was a ripening phase, which led to level number 4, the integration. You see, everything until this point happened inside of me. I received it in my mind, the inspiration. I created a greater understanding of my creative rhythm, the ripening, the feeling of I want to express it, but it's not the right timing yet. Then comes the integration, which is still everything inside. So these were 1 or 2 days where I felt the immense urge to sleep a lot, to eat grounding food, to drink a lot of water, to where I came up against beliefs that tell me nothing is happening right now. And I began to understand more clearly on a much greater level, so much is going on because integration is also part of the rhythm of your creation, of your life, of my life. So after the ripening, the integration phase happened, and I realized that integration is growth, but taking on an invisible form for a moment. But it is as important as everything else, and actually the most is happening in the integration phase, where it seems like nothing is happening. There is actually the most happening because your entire system, your biology begins to understand this truth from the core of your being. All of this led to level number 5, which is enduring truth. Enduring truth. It was like, let me take a look at my notes here. I wrote down movement felt easier than receiving. I observed myself because I wanted to share something or was habitually looking for the next thing. I get some kind of nervous, and I wanted to get the next thing that I could share with you, because I learned to sit with this truth. Let it speak to me. Imagine you are sitting in a room in the eye of the hurricane, and there are so many puzzle pieces flying around you, or ladders flying around you, and you are sitting still, knowing that a word or a picture will be formed in front of your eyes, but you have to, quote unquote, wait until it reveals itself to you. And the only thing you can do is sit with that, not forcing it, not getting anything else, not getting distracted, but really sitting with it. Allowing it to form fully, exactly. Allowing it to form fully in front of your eyes. That was level number 5. I encountered this truth. Level number 6 was all of a sudden, after this integration and after this sitting with it, I all of a sudden became a knowingness that this video, that this expression that I'm doing right now will happen. I knew it will happen. It all of a sudden revealed itself to me as part of the rhythm, as something that I'm going to do. I don't know how and when, but I knew it will happen. And it is part of my natural rhythm. Level number 7, I realized, I think it was once again in the bathroom, I realized that this truth literally is organizing my entire life. Think of it, the now carries what's next. Until this point, I actually only saw it for my business. Of course, I knew I am my business, but I became aware where my physical mind still made some differentiations between more important and less important moments, so to speak. For example, bringing the trash out or having a shower or going to the gym, that these are not actually so important things than actually doing something for the business itself, for Evolution Lounge itself. So at this level, I began to understand, wait a moment, this truth, the now carries what's next. I am now begin to embody it, to allow it to express itself, to organize my entire life. And I began to surrender to it. I began to give up more control and surrender to the control that is already built in this truth. And I remember it was challenging. I remember staring at my wall, pointing my eyes, my sight, my gaze on one point for minutes after minutes after minutes after minutes, while everything else inside of me wanted to do something else, but I knew I have to trust this truth and I have to be present now with it. It wants to take over and wants to tell me I am actually you and you can surrender to the control that is already built in. Level number 8, friends. The truth changed. It changed from the now carries what's next, because there's still a little separation, to the now is what's next. Feel into that. The now is what's next. With that, future began to lose its grip even further. Because if you feel and understand that the now is what's next, then there is no future. Because the now is what's next. Level number 9, I called it architecture, because Evolution Lounge began to change. All of a sudden, out of nothing, I had my first online gathering on Skool. Last week, Thursday. Was amazing. All of a sudden, from nothing is happening, which actually was the most happening, to I have my first online gathering, to on the next day an inspiration dropped into my mind to actually add to the gatherings on Skool another room, which I call exploration, because in gatherings we sit together in truth, and the space gives you and life actually a place to work, and you can meet truth at the door wherever you are right now. But of course we can explore, we can meet truth on so many levels, and you're actually seeing how much it changed me in how many areas and in how many depths. Because of that, I knew it is time to additionally create explorations on the Evolution Lounge platform on Skool, because Exploration is for you as an individual, not in a group call, but to sit with me and this truth even longer and to meet it on much greater and deeper levels. So it expressed itself into the architecture of Evolution Lounge. Level number 10, the last level, embodiment. Now this truth is no longer asking, do you understand me? But it is saying or asking, may I live through you now? And that's embodiment. To, in every moment, feel and know and act like the now is what's next. And with embodiment comes this video, because I'm speaking to you from a new level of this truth. And I'm happy to explore way much more doors, because it never ends. The exploration and the self-discovery of life never ends. And I feel that this exploration of this truth is definitely something that I will put on Skool, on our community. So if you want to join us, go for it. The door's open, always. You can find the link below in the description. We have 4 solid and wonderful gatherings a month, once a week, every Thursday, where we sit together in truth. Nothing expected from you. Come as you are. And one truth every week is carrying the room and will work with you, and it's amazing. It's amazing. So, of course, there were not really 10 levels, but it was good for this journey to share it with you. Every level could simply be another door that I went through and allowed this truth to perceive my life, to help me to perceive my life differently, until I realized it actually contains my entire life, because my life is now this truth and I allow it to become even more of my life. And to be present in every moment, knowing that whatever comes next is the right thing to do, to trust in that inspiration, to trust in the unfolding of life is a powerful thing. It is empowering. And I wish that for you. And I hope you enjoyed that video. See you in the next video, or see you in Skool. See you next time. Goodbye, brother and sister.